Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hawk. Merry Christmas Eve and happy holidays and all the things that you're up to. Welcome to my noob's journey here in Conan Exiles. It's been a while because I've been busy. Um, well, with the holidays, but also with a lot of time off playing a lot of Conan Exiles. And what have I been doing? Well, I've been learning, which I guess is what a noob's journey really is. So, if you really want to know what happened, go watch some of my other Conan videos, but I'll give you a quick update. Basically, up to level 33 here on this particular playthrough. I had a couple little starts where I messed around, did some stuff, but I turned on Conan and started playing as it is. I got to level 33 and decided to make some changes, increase some things like the harvesting and a little bit on the experience, and then just a few changes. Actually, again, I'll show you real quick. Pizza is level 60. Here's the stats. Anyway, vitality all the way up, authority all the way up. I want a little extra endurance. Okay, wait. Agility. I have a potion that's going to fix this soon, but until then, this has been fun. I think I'm going to lose some health and then think about something else. Anyway, so base game until 33. Here we go. This is what I did. 0.5 on the experience and 0.5 on the crafting. Days are slowed. This is all the same. Again, myself 0.5 in combat. Harvesting is doubled. Crafting times, I guess I reduced them down to 0.5. I really can't remember. I can build where I want. I turn the purge off. Yeah, I think the food range is multiplied, and that's it. That's how I got to mostly to level 60. Now, the trick to this is, right now there's an event going on, the headhunting event. And I'm pretty sure it completely changed and wrecked, I'm going to say for the better, the game for me. And that it really gives you this opportunity to get gear, or mostly weapons, legendary weapons, and legendary tools at a level that you just really shouldn't be able to get those. And it's really pretty simple. I've gotten most of my obelisks in this area in here. There are lots of places to go to get it, and what I found is, most of this area off the Noob River here is pretty accessible. The several that are in here, the one by the sinkhole, these guys out here, I put a skull on it to remember everything about it. Death Whisper Ruins. And all guys out here. Okay, mostly just working these two, or three, I'm sorry. Isn't there one out here? Anyway, you can get, as a beginner, quite a few sorcerers. There's one place where, yeah, there's another camp. That's about right here. So right around here, there's another headhunter cart. And these ruins can have 2 to 3 sorcerers, and then sorcerers in the other camps. So it really wasn't hard to start gaining experience by getting in there to get the sorcerers, but also start gaining some really good materials and weapons and tools right off the bat. So at around level 40, so around level 33, I changed the settings to what I showed you. Around level 44 to 46, I got the idea. I was like, because I only had like one of the blood tools, black blood tools at that point. I wanted more. Maybe I had 2, but I started cheating by going to the map. I watched a video from Kaya on Fire, and I started popping around to the different traders. Although I can't get the traders in the volcano. Let's check that out. So far, I can't get these guys to show up. So I'm just curious to see what happens. Probably because I haven't legitimately come here, but whatever. So I have everything basically except for whatever you can get here. I think there's, and it's what I really like, are the daggers, and maybe a piece of the armor set that you can get. But I'll show you here in just a minute. The merchants just don't show up. I have every other piece of the armor set, but I won't be able to get these. And like I said, what I really wanted was the daggers, and for whatever reason I can't get these. I screwed something up somehow, but these merchants just don't want to be here. Let's get back to New Hollow. Again, this place is in my previous, but I will show you the start of this mess. Anyway, I quit playing Ark, and although I miss Pteranodons, this is a pretty happy replacement. I don't really PvP, except in certain games, and so for me, the single player is what I'm looking for. It's been pretty good. So this is my first base. The problem with this place is that I was getting too big for it. Like I said, you know, I was like level 50 something, heading towards 55, and still trying to make this work, and it was just not working. So I said I needed to move someplace new that I can spread out and build a base a bit more with the new stuff that I'm using. You know, get to level 60, get all the new equipment going, or level 50, 55, and 60, get all the new stuff going, and then build a base that I can use. So it makes a bit more sense. And this place is, of course, you know, on the back end of nowhere, but a really great starting point. I think what I should have done, and what I might do in a future playthrough, is probably sit here until level 30. And then after level 30, I need to go. Try not to invest too heavily, you know, get what I can get. Uh, but I've also learned a lot of things, and I'll go into that in just a minute. But it's not just about, you know, the right area and setting the right place up to succeed, but also about getting the right followers and doing that early. Speaking of which, what are your stats? Yeah, I didn't even know this. You could do this until like I was like 40 something. So not great, but I kind of want to throw this guy in my pocket just because he's my dude. Oh yeah, where is the helmet? Yeah. Alright. So now we'll go to our new home. Which is just outside of New Asgard. Let's see if I can land it where I want to. But so what happened was I got to that point where I was like, well, look, I need to get these weapons because these are legendary tools and weapons. They're available in a way that isn't going to be available to me for a lot of the legendary weapons, you know, in this game, because I don't know where they are. I don't know how to get there. You know, why don't I have some of the most amazing legendary armors? Because I didn't walk up to the armor stand sitting somewhere in a cave or a town that I've been to or haven't been to. I'm doing all right as far as that's concerned, but you know, I don't feel bad for basically the direction I ended up taking in this game. So anyway, I'll show you my little town here, or developing place. So I wanted to build something that was unique, different. Like I said, I don't have purges, so I don't really have to worry about the integrity of my buildings and stuff. So I wanted to build some kind of ramshackle little we made it happen place. But I also wanted it to be functional and be able to start spreading out a little bit. So I sort of role played a few things, and we'll get to those. So here's my little area. To sink in on you. It is beautiful and amazing, and you should respect and awe for just a few seconds. Alright, so when I realized how big some of these newer workstations were going to be, I needed space, so this place was built, specifically so I could do that and spread out with certain other things going on. I'll show you that shortly. Here's my basic area. Now, what's ridiculous is, one, like I said, I have build anywhere on, but I'm pretty sure I could build here anyway. It just seems like one of those places. And the fact that this place is just right across the street here just is like, Thrall City. So they're all here. It's kind of like the Dafari camp back in Noob River there. So I built the place, got here, and I love it here. First of all, there's no sandstorms. How about that? That's a beautiful thing, right? Not that it really matters anymore. It has mattered since level 30. Now I got this dope mask. But I just needed a change, man. I need a change in the weather. I need some rain. Which there is plenty of here, but yeah. It's time to move. So my spot just is pretty much one of all the awesome tables. Trying to fill it in with awesome people. And that's another point I'm going to get to, and I'll show you like some of the sneaky stuff I've been up to. But you can also use 50 obelisks to buy people, including warriors, which tend to be way better than the warriors that I've found so far. Kicking it around the map. I assume it just is luck, you know, not that I haven't found some decent warriors named wise, it's just that they don't necessarily always have the stats I'm looking for. So, that being said, I did want some cool people to make my life a bit easier, and I have quite a few named, not only workers, in fact almost all these workers around here are named, but we also have some named warriors. Nothing too special though, and everybody here is being worked on. But now you're looking at this outfit here, this Void Forged Dragon Bone whatever, and he's on him because those stats are pretty silly. He's new. He's the Bane of Beasts. It's like 1,500 armor or something ridiculous like that. And then he's got the health bonus and a bunch of strength damage, plus stamina, more health. So it's crazy, right? Pizza. How many dragons? None, because I got irritated by trying to figure out what armors were decent, because basically what I consider one of the big flaws in this game is that when I go in here to this work table, into mode, I go to my table here. Okay, here's what I'm allowed to build. So we got Relic Hunter, Hyena, Lemurian, your regular stuff, Reaver, Iranian, Illusionist. Silent Legion actually wouldn't be terrible. And I don't think the Slave Forge is bad. Which is probably what I would be wearing in the, I guess, either Relic Hunter or maybe Silent Legion. But, and I guess my people would be in Slave Forge, but And I think I could just perfectly, that's not a problem, but I wanted to know, I was like, well, what are the good armors? What can I get? So, there's plenty of armors in the game that are available. I just don't know where to get them. I don't know where that stupid armor mannequin is. I don't know where that piece of paper is. And I don't want to watch, you know, I don't want to look up on my search engine to see the best top thing that was in 2020, so I can look at 3 armors that have 4 pieces that don't exist in the game anymore, and so I read, what can I build basically now in creative mode with sort of a normal game aspect. Now the best thing that would have been actually built some, is the Sumerian armor. Where is that? Because you get all that health with it, and it's like tops out around 1100 armor. I got tier 4 armors out my eyeballs, so that wouldn't be a problem. And then it said from what I've seen so far, this looks like a decent set for me to wear, like Kari stuff. But throw in the Silent Legion. Oh, the Void Forge stuff is just, like I said, it tops out at like 1500 armor. And it has just all these other extra bonuses. So I figure if I do the Void Forge for like my main, which is not you, buddy, this is just my first cheaty, let me make something out of this stuff and see what I get with my Thrall. Well, now I know it's badass. But I could do Sumerian and keep it a little more simpler and realistic. Until I break down and start watching those videos. So that's the other thing about this game. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. I would say I probably like at least, I mean, I was trying to figure it out and I can't really come up with a number I feel super confident about. But we're going to say 40 to 50 hours into this game. And I would say I'm a novice at best. That's being pretty kind to myself. There's just there's 1,000 things you don't know. There's a million little tiny things that are crazy. Like I said, I've watched videos where people basically go on what I would consider a note run from Ark. They run around, they hit all these little things, and they get recipes, and they get armor, and they get experience. But even people, I'm watching like top tier players. Somebody named Whack with a bunch of numbers, and then, like I said, Kai on fire, and they're having trouble going and finding these notes that they've run up to and grabbed. How many times? They're doing a video because they're that good. And so I'm doing a video because I'm that bad. But yeah. Oh, we got a new fighter. I picked this one up here recently. I have no idea if they're any good. Frigga Falsehope. We're gonna see what she is. Their name would make it sound like it's not a good shot. But Sir Bowen, the Enforcer of Azura, who I got 100% by beating his ass in the cave. That's one thing I'm pretty proud about. I bought a lot of thralls, but like Enos Iron right here, that's her. Got her straight up. Not this straight. Kaput, the blacksmith. Yeah. But Connell the Hammer, yep. Many folks have taken a real beat down. What ammo set I think. Yeah, this game is weird. Right, there we go. And that is a good point right there. So another reason I'm feeling a little better about getting, and then we get to the point here, a little more cheaty, is that this game is laggy for me. And like, not just a little laggy sometimes, not just like, it's timing and it's situational, I get it, but it's also the kind of timing and situational that's important. So when you're in a room full of frost giants, things are going to go bad. You're not going to have a good time. when you're fighting a giant spider, you're not gonna have a good time. When you're fighting people in a city that's not even really that big of a city over there, it can get super laggy, and guess what? You're not gonna have a good time. The thing is, it's not just that it lags. It'd be one thing if it, like, everything froze. You'd be like, oh, I'm gonna take some hits or anything. The problem is that when it lags, I still keep getting hit. I'm frozen. They're not always frozen. So, yeah, you know, especially when you're in there with thralls and stuff, it's really no good. Because the shit kicked out of them, you're getting beat up, and then, you know, it's just, it's not that good of a situation. So, have I admin setting for some things in? Yes, I did. Some dragon bones. Yes, I poured some dragon bones in because I wanted to build this armor. But I do want to point out here, as soon as the lag is done, perfect. It's a great time to have it in a battle. I do make my own stuff. Do my own gathering and farming. I mean, I hope these look like the ridiculous ramblings and goings-ons. See, here we are. I mean, I can't even really look into my base right now. It's so bad. Anyway, I have someone that actually is making that crap. But I didn't just, you know, type this armor in and force it into my inventory. I made it. And the reason I made it is because I wanted to make it, because, you know, obviously because my armor, whichever type they are, is going to add to it. Listen to Pizza sounding a bit more pro-like, because I didn't know that. And let's point out the one thing that, you know, I really was kind of excited, because I went into Ark, like, Cheaty and I made those videos, and I didn't really know about it. But in this one, there's just so much to know. I mean, all these workbenches, different workbenches, you know. I went with a plant-based tannery because I think that makes more sense, but I went with a heat, whatever. This makes stuff faster, but uses more fuel. There's, you know, multiple varieties of each weapons and armor and just workbench in general. There's so many workbenches, my god. You're looking at all these, and then we'll pop inside, and we got all these. We got some more of these. I even got one up here for furniture that we don't have. I mean, it's just ridiculous, right? And there's no real good recipe system. There's a lot of things that won't tell you what you need to do. And a lot of just, hey, I'm going to stick this in here and see what happens. Not to mention different thralls do different things in different benches. And I want to show you, I don't think I have it anymore, actually. You know, until I made this armor, my chest piece was a level, well, I had like 86 armor. But I needed it because it helped with the carry weight. Because I didn't really understand how the Tinker's Bench worked. So, the event. The event gives you all these really great legendary weapons and tools. And so, I've been experimenting and working and doing different things, trying to figure out, you know, what's best for me and what I want to keep around, and what tools I think are really kind of dope. Well, all the tools are dope, but the weapons in particular. So what I realize is that these picks, you know, they have a really high gathering rate, uh, but the durability is 1500. So not on the level 60 master tinkerer or whatever. I can increase the durability on these and have them last even longer. So basically, for 15 obelisks, which equals to about 2 sorcerers, and then some change. So for 2 sorcerers, I can get 1 pick and still have, you know, let's say 3 to 7 obelisks left to carry over to the next 2. Boom, there you go. And then I spend whatever materials I need to make the star metal and whatever for the kit. And then I've got a black blood pick that now has 3000 durability. I think this has one of the highest gathering rates in the game as far as I can tell. So I assume it's doing better. I can't remember if you can get a frost giant pickaxe. I want to say you can, but and those there, you know, the frost stuff, the frost weapons are pretty close to like what these legendary weapons and stuff are so far, but I decided to get certain things. This war spear, by the way, changed the game for me. It's I mean that literally, because here I was struggling and doing my thing, and I'm living in the Noob desert, and I'm living right across from that big black giant spider, and I'm creeping around and being terrified, and I'm just getting my little bits of iron and stone and charcoal, and I get a couple of sorcerers that were really easy, and the next thing I know, I have this war spear, and I just demolished every spider and every monster and every human that came along. And I went after that big giant spider, and I got the warhawk something or rather sword, plus I have the shield of Kutamon, and that just changed the game for me. That shield and sword plus the spear got me more spiders, more weapons, and then it was on to the sorcerers, which is really what I guess is kind of the point I'm making here. Not only do I have all these crazy weapons, but I have weapons that glow in the dark. That's right. Whether you're using them or you're just having them sitting on your back. I can't wait to give some more of these to my followers. There's 2 weapons that glow. Is this the other one? Yeah, I think so. I want you to see the stats on this. This is 57 health damage and 47% armor penetration. And so the other reason I've been gathering up these weapons, these glimmer moons, not just because that's 57 and no armor pen, but and 1350. But look at this thing. So here's 2400 durability, 57 on the health damage, and 47% armor pen. So the nice thing about the followers is that their gear doesn't go down, right? Here we go. So this is going to increase both damage and weapon penetration. And there we go. This is a 2-handed weapon. Oh no, the glimmering is no. This one is. All right, so I can't. I think it's a Tyranny one. So it has Sunder on it already, 57 hit points and 47% on the penetration. We'll take our kit here, and like I said, the nice thing is already the durability is 1400. Well, it will be 1350. All right, so we'll grab the weapon fitting. We'll go over here and we'll put it on. 1200. So we lost, half of the durability, but it doesn't matter if you hand it to a follower. I know it says 5747, but we're going to leave this and then come back. So now we're hitting at 62 health damage and 59% on the armor penetration. So durability doesn't matter, right? Now, this has got good durability at 1200. I mean, obviously it's really nice at 2400, but at 1200 that's pretty good. I can use this as well. Let's say I'm a two-handed person. I'm not, but if I was, I can give this one to my follower, and then while I'm fighting and this one gets all beat up, I can give this one to my follower and switch them out. And it's fine. This could be down to like 100 durability. It won't matter because it won't go down anymore because my follower has it. What? And yes, I know, the helmet of Numidian on my follower will slowly repair the weapon. So eventually I can just keep switching them out as long as we have the same weapon. The Glimmer Moon and the Forge Light, and that's why I didn't have any problem knocking that durability down. I'm going to hand that to a follower, and look at this monster. Oh my god. 62 and 59. The weight doesn't change with that, so it's still only 5.5 pounds. So if I wanted to use it, that's fantastic. We have this super low weight. Another one to think about doing that with is not this one, this one. So we have Balbator's Razor. It weighs 1/10 of a pound. So again, if we increased it, it's already hitting for 64 and 23. So we're looking at something that's going to hit like 70, say near 40% armor penetration, and it has cripple effect, and it's super lightweight. So add that to the fact that your main, if that was your main, you got a really lightweight, incredibly lightweight main that you can switch out for with your follower, who has this would bring your durability down to about 900, but still, go buy 6 of them. Or you can make this your main and increase the durability, so you're over 3,000. And I mean, just there's so many possibilities. That's why I'm picking up the bows. That's why I'm picking up all this stuff. It's because I can pull with them. Like I said, I'm getting a pile of tools, hatchets. I got a box of hatchets somewhere, and that sort of changed the impetus of the game for me, and like the focus of it, from what I was doing to where I'm going now. And so the sort of combination of, I want to make armors that I should be able to make at the level that I'm at, but I can't because I haven't found wherever random place it is. Mixed in with the, and I'm saying I'm using my snake daggers I got from my temple up there. I'll show you that piece here in just a minute. But I'm trying to keep it as real as possible with the fact that, yeah, I'm going to make the armor that I want. I'm gonna give me some void forge and some area and stuff, and I'm just gonna do what I want. Right, here's the garden. Lots of stuff growing. I don't have a booze barrel here yet, but it's coming. So I would just want to point out, I do go out, I do gather, I do grind, I do farm, and legit build stuff. It's just that certain things I'm just going to do. So up here we have my sort of fallen ruins and temple. I built all of this up here. I cheated and used creative mode to actually build the structures because I can't actually build this stuff. But we got my temple of set going here. We can even bring him down if we want. What I really want would be snake daggers, which I'm using currently. I'm probably using the daggers you can get from the trader in the volcano, but I can't use those yet. I can fly. That's right. Then we have my alchemy dye table, spare furnace, making bricks and stuff area. And we have my priest of Yog, my homies, my makers of flesh. This stuff is amazing. And also this is a really, really good maze. But again, you can trade out with your followers, but you're going to have really low durability. It's kind of fun to see it at night. The jankiness. I tried to make it as janky as possible. We eked out our little existence over here across from the main way. But I'm just going to keep on. Let me show you the obelisk count. You might have seen that while I was keeping around. We have 369 obelisks. I plan on getting more tools, weapons, and thralls. And just like I said, the thralls I've been buying seem to be a little bit better than the thralls that have been the main ones anyway that I've been buying. So we keep going in that route, though it's super expensive. But it's really, like I said, I mean, like basically 3 to 6 sorcerers paid for a thrall plus. So my point, I guess, to this video is I quit playing Conan Exiles and start playing Thrall Catcher. I mean, Sorcerer Catcher. But it's been a lot of fun. It's going, and I'll keep you updated. I gotta go cut the prime rib because it is Christmas dinner. Merry Christmas. If that's your deal, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy all the holidays that are going on right now. You guys, man, just love each other and be good to each other. If you happen to catch us, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And if you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. Y'all be good to each other.